We are tracking what looks like it will be a historic hurricane, Hurricane Ian. You're looking live at Naples, Florida, as Ian is rapidly intensifying, I should say, as it nears landfall along Florida's southwestern coast. It is gaining speed now with top winds of 155 miles per hour, just shy of the most dangerous Category 5 status at 157 miles an hour.
Now, Channel 3 early warning weather.
I really think we're watching history in the making with this storm, and I mean that in the worst possible way. There's going to be some devastation. Some towns and cities in Florida may not ever look the same after this storm passes through. It's interacting with a cold front, and that'll help to push it at least a little bit out to sea. But the problem is it may actually recurve back in and make a second landfall across either northern Georgia, southern South Carolina, and the low country, somewhere in that area. And then in New England, we're tracking a cold front today. This secondary front is going to come on through, but with it, I really don't expect much, if anything at all, maybe a couple of spot showers. Clearly, people out enjoying the day in Mystic, certainly a bright sunny day. A little bit of cloud cover here or there, but in general, not too bad out there. Wind coming out of the north-northwest. In Hartford now 67 degrees, looking good in our capital city. And we've got some clouds in Waterbury right now, too. The Brass City coming in at 61 degrees, so a little bit cooler as that front approaches and eventually moves on through. Currently, temperatures in the Northwest Hills down in the upper 50s and low 60s right now. 62 in Torrington, 61 in Salisbury, looking at 61 in Waterbury like we just talked about, but we're up to 66 in Chester, 66 in Norwich, and 66 in Groton. Behind the front, though, things are pretty cool. 55 Cleveland, Ohio, 56 Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, looking at 55 in Buffalo, New York. And of course, on the warm side of the front, things are closer to 70 degrees. Boston coming in at 68 right now. Our wind will gradually shift to be out of the northwest later on. A little bit breezy in some locations, but really not too bad, gusting to about 17 miles an hour in Danbury, but elsewhere, not looking too bad at all. And Futurecast doesn't show much at all with this frontal passage. Pretty unimpressive, not much moisture to work with. Expecting things to be just a little bit cloudier later on. Futurecast does show a brief spot shower in the quiet corner later on this evening, shortly after sunset. Not all that concerned about that right now. I think that many of us do just stay dry today. Here's the latest on Ian. Again, as the eye clears out, that's a sign that it has intensified, plus more lightning in the outer eye wall of this storm. So we're watching this very closely. It is expected to maintain its tropical characteristics across Florida before ending up back in somewhere across the Carolinas or the Virginias later on this weekend. High pressure to the north, though, helps to keep us dry in New England, but we do have to watch for increasing cloud cover beginning Friday, lasting into Saturday, and then by Sunday, we become a bit breezier, and there could just be a couple of showers that try to sneak back into Connecticut. The highest risk, I think, is going to be sometime Sunday night into Monday morning. But beyond this, things are certainly looking a little bit quieter. Tonight, temperatures down into the 40s for most, a couple of 50s along the coastline, partly cloudy and cooler. 7-day forecast calling for temperatures in the upper 60s on Friday, 70 on Saturday. Even at the coastline, I think we're going to make it into the 70s on Saturday. And then things are looking a little bit cooler for Sunday. We become breezier, mixing some showers in. Most of us next week will only see temperatures topping out in the mid-60s for the first few days.
All right. Thank you so much, Mike. And we will, of course, continue to think of our friends in Florida and watch Ian for you.